Hello. So I'm sitting down playing with my greens, and I've punched out a bunch of leaves because I had some scraps, because I'm thinking of doing like just leaf vines. And I wanted to have you watch me while I'm playing around with this. Alrighty, so I've just used this punch. Oh, I guess it's a Stampin' Up! One. And I just want all of these little green leaves on here, and I'm just going to pluck them off the stems because I don't really need the stems. And you could actually get do this a couple ways. You could actually just glue the stems together like this, and then just glue this one, and then glue this one, and just keep gluing these together until you get the length that you want. And that's kind of fun to do. But for what I'm looking for at this moment, I'm looking for something less full, because this is really full. Alrighty, and that's a nice length and a nice shape there. And then we can let that one dry. So there's one way you can certainly put some vines together. Okay, another way is by using these skinny little strips, and I just turn this over because it's glittery on this side. So, and I want to glue them to the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm just going to put some dots of glue here. And then, oops, may as well do one up at the top. Don't fall over. Alrighty. Okay, I need to get my tweezers so that I can hold it down with my tweezers. That's a better idea. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these leaves and I'm just going to stick them on every other side. So that way they're going left and right, both directions. Isn't that neat looking? And I like having these made up ahead of time because that way it's real easy. So look at that one. Isn't that cute? And this way we can actually grab them as we need them. Or as you see, I've just put those together pretty quickly, which is kind of nice. But then you can throw those on a card going across the front and then add on some little flowers to it. Or just leave it just as in the, just like that in the green. So this one again, I've turned it over. I'm going to do the same thing and just go ahead and do a couple drops back and forth. Come on, turn over. And it's just a matter of putting just a little dot of glue on there, and then holding it down in place. And it really doesn't matter if there's like a little bite out of it. That's okay too. I've got some more separate ones, but pluck some more of these off. But see how easy this is to just glue them together. And there are vines that you can buy that are like this. And I do have a couple, so I will show them to you. But first I want to show you how you can make them yourself too. Alrighty, so there's that one. Alrighty, so now I've got let's use the raffia first. I've got some raffia here. We could do the same thing with raffia. And on the raffia then, I would just keep it right on there and not even cut it off. Just go ahead and start gluing them down. So just go ahead and just do a dot of glue at the bottom And I usually like to do them about 5 or 6 inches long because that's about how wide a card is. So, and this one I'm going to do this leaf that has a chunk taken out of it, because sometimes leaves do have chunks taken out and it makes it have more of a real type image to it, real look to it. So isn't that neat? So you can use just paper, which I did here. You can use the actual leaves and use the twig from the leaf. Cut skinny little bits and pieces, or when you have trimmings, then save those skinny little bits and trimmings, because you can do this and make viney borders. As you know, I love making my borders. You can use your raffia if you've got it. You can use cording. Okay, it looks like I just need like one more for now, and then I could just finish this later. Alrighty, isn't that pretty? I love it. All right, so there's another one that's been made. Okay, we'll let that dry right here. Alrighty, and this is cording, and it's, oops, let me cut this apart here. But I just want to show you a small variety of ideas, and this is just what I had in my ribbon drawer. So these are too big to play with. All right, let's do this. That's better. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, so, and this comes out at Christmas time every year. All right, and this is, it's nice and shiny. It's really pretty. All right, and for this, I would probably use the glue gun. So that would work a lot better. But imagine this with the, actually, I've got my glue gun here. Let's turn it on. We don't have to imagine. We can just pull it over. All righty. So while that's warming up, then I'll show you this piece. This is a metallic streamer. So, and I love this stuff. It's just so pretty. And this stuff I've had for so many years. I have red and, or blue and green. And I've had this actually since my daughters were 16. Because we bought it for one of my daughter's birthday parties. So, but what I do is just cut it apart. Come on. And then I'm going to cut it down even more, because you want it real thin. Don't fall apart on me. There. Alrighty. Then we can open this up, and this one we can glue on too. All right, this one might be better with the glue stick also, or the glue gun also. So let's go ahead and hopefully this is warmed up enough. Nope, it's not warm just yet. All right, that's okay. This one I'll use the tacky glue with. That cord is what I really wanted to use it for. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and do the same thing that we did before, and go ahead and put some dots on here. And again, and these ones are closer together. But look how many different variations we've got of this just by using what I have here. Reminds me of Jack and the Beanstalk. But imagine doing this for your scrapbooks. That would look so pretty in a scrapbook, or in a journal, or on your cards, or art trading cards. Alrighty, so there's a metallic piece. Whoops, get back on there. Alrighty, so we'll let that dry. Now, is this ready just yet? The light is still on. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, yep, there it goes. Alrighty. We got to work quick with this stuff. There we go. I forgot to pull a piece off before. That's okay. I can do it now. We can clean all the strings off later. That's okay. But I wouldn't even try this without a glue gun on the cording here, because this is the quickest way to get it glued down. And it cools down so fast. Come on, let go. Get that one stuck to the paper. Guess I should be doing this on my silicone mat, which I've got right next to me, huh? There. Isn't that pretty? I love it. The cording is probably one of my favorites, even though it's messy with the strings. But once you clean the strings up, then it just looks so neat. I really like the way that looks. Okay, let's peel off a couple more, get them ready. And see how I'm just plucking these leaves right off of this stem. Okay. Oop, a bit more. Oh, that's much better on this. Okay. Silly me. I was trying to do it on paper. Of course, it's going to get stuck to the paper. Alrighty. Alright, so that's plenty. Okay, so now I can show you. Let's put this over here so it'll cool down. Backwards. All right, now I'm going to pull these off. Put these over here in my little scrappy box. And then dump this part in the garbage. And then I'll show you what we've done now. All righty, let me turn it over on the white so you can see it better. All right, so this is the cording. Oops. Okay, that's with the piece of cording. Isn't that pretty? And then I'll put the metallic right next to it. Come on. See if I can hold it still. And there's the metallic. Alrighty. And then here's the raffia. I don't know, between the cording and the raffia, I think I like those two the best. They just look the most real to me. Okay, whoops, come on. All right, and here's the raffia. Isn't that neat? Okay, whoops, the whole thing fell down there. Silly. All right, let's cut that off. There, that's easier. I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. All righty. Whoop, turn that back around. Okay. And we've got the glittery piece. And we've got this other decorative paper piece. And they all look very similar, but yet so different, huh? And then, of course, just connected together. So what do you think of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways to do this with 6 different types of materials. So the cording, the metal or metallic streamer, the raffia, the glitter cardstock, the decorative paper, and just gluing them right on top of each other. Aren't they pretty? All right, now I'll show you the one that I actually bought, and it comes on a spool, and look at that. So let's put some of that in the mix here so you can see that too. Isn't that neat? Can't see it very good, but oh well. Alrighty, so how about if I cut a piece of that off? That might be better. Needs to lay flat for me. There, okay. Now I'm going to just leave it lay here this time. Whoops, maybe turn it that way. All right, and then I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit better for you. Sorry for moving this, but I want to see if I can show you a better picture. What do you think of that? Isn't that neat? So there's quite a few different ways that you can make some viney leaves. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. Pull out your skinny little paper strips or your ribbons, or you know, even wires. If you have wires, you could use that. I've done this before with the floral wrap wires. So if you've got some of that stuff hanging around, that's perfect too. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And if you do like this idea, please give me a thumbs up. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.